The nebula is home to the telepathic slugs. They'd sell their own slime for a crate of scrap, but they'd much prefer to just take it. Or sell your slime for a crate of scrap. Which I guess is the same thing. Does this work? Yeah, they're prepared for the nebula in this sector, so it won't be... Oh, it won't be as effective. But it will still have an effect. That's quite good. Right, we're going to move up through the top there, I think. And then down. The slugs here use a tactic you'd hoped you'd never see. They use a remote hacking satellite to sabotage your oxygen production systems and then charge fire weapons. You're going to suffocate. 2. Improved oxygen. Try to squeeze some extra power out of the system. There we go. Thankfully, your improved subsystem is able to counter their hacking enough to keep the life support barely functional. That should keep you alive, at least. There we go. That is why I put some upgrade levels into that. Now we can see where they are. How are we going to attack them? They've got a lot of weapon systems, my goodness. We'll go for the weapon systems. In fact, at this point I'm just auto-firing all the time, so I'm going to keep doing that. Excellent. There are evasion kicking in there. Surprised that our shields are still up. Take care, Captain Teacup. Yeah, the speed of that Vulcan chain laser now is amazing. And we got the hull beam. The slug ship breaks apart and your systems return to normal. You collect what you can. 36 scrap as well and 3 fuel. Let's check out the hull beam. Only requires 2 power. Does 1 damage, but 2 damage on systemless rooms. Well, that's better than the halberd beam simply because we might actually use it. Yeah, that might actually work out quite well for us. But I could put the last bit into doors, and that will give us super blast doors. There we go. We should have the super blast doors now. I'm not sure how that helps, but hopefully it will help us. Let's continue to explore. The nebula looks like it's recently seen 2 ships exchange fire, with mutually assured destructive results. Wreckage drifts by your scanners and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Slug crew. Ask your slug crew to scan for survivors. Despite the destruction filling the system, your crewman is able to pick up a faint thought of the faint thoughts of a life form in the debris. It looks like they won't last much longer without help. Right. Well, we can leave the battlefield before other ships arrive or assist the survivor. What do you guys think? This could go either way. We might end up in trouble if we try to help them, or helping them could get us another crew member, which is always really good. Assist it is. You bring the survivor aboard, but discover their wounds are severe. They won't live much longer. Haha! Again! Thank you to me for having the foresight to upgrade all of our basic systems. Advanced med bay. Get them into the med bay. Using your upgraded medical bay, you are able to heal the survivor's wounds and they recover quickly. Grateful to be saved, they offer to join your crew and help however they can. Fantastic, we've got Eos. Let's check out Eos. He can repair 20% faster. My god, that's better than an NG. Very well done, Eos. Right. Let's rename you. Who shall you be? Well, as... Let's see, who was the first one to say it? Devil Divine is already here. Moment. I refuse to use numbers and names. I refuse. I will bring you aboard, but I will not type 3 instead of E. Goes against everything I stand for. Right, there we go. That was fantastic. Now, where are you going to be? What do I want you working on? I could have you on... Yeah, I could have you on the cameras. It won't help us in the nebula, but it will help. There we go. Right, well, that's actually pretty good. We'll be able to see the weapon charge from now on. Well, we won't in the nebula again, but eventually we will. Right, let's go down here. We'll be as thorough as we can be whilst we're in an area where the rebel fleet is slower to follow us. Okay, a heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Okay. Attempt to follow and help them. Sorry, something else. Your search is hopeless. Your senses can't pick up anything in the nebula. Damn it, we've got a slug dude on board. Man. They will have gotten time to catch up with us as a result of that. That one, where can you reach? You can get down there. However, we're going to continue searching in this side up top. Okay, a slug ship hails you. We've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps you should take a look. As he signs off, your systems shut off, and the crew teleports aboard from a nearby station. They don't look like engineers. They must have a super shield bypass unit. God damn it, this super shield of ours is worth nothing. Everyone and their dog has a super shield bypass unit. Improved the medbay. Tried to squeeze some extra power to the system. Fearing the imminent battle, you desperately tried to get the medbay working again. Its light flickered back on, and you turned to face the intruders. You fools, you are now doomed. I'm going to vent you into space. Hopefully, these blast doors will last for a hell of a long time, and these guys will simply die. And whilst that's happening, let's start attacking their systems. There we go. Ah, damn it, they got on board. Get out, quickly. Let them die. Oh, bugger it. These guys should die soon, I'm hoping. They've been without oxygen for quite some time at this point. There we go. We win. Close the doors. Right, get in there, please. Damn it, we are taking quite a lot of damage here. Get to the O2 if you can, and that should bring it back up. We'll win now that the Vulcan cannon is fully charged, but, yeah. 43 scrap! My goodness, that was good. That was awesome. And 2 fuel on top. Thankfully, he's immune to fire, so it really doesn't matter that he's in there. But you're running out of oxygen, so please get out. Damn it, Revocane. Why do you need to breathe? It's so inefficient. Can you help with the repairs? There we go. Fantastic. Well, while we're not in a place where we can actually make use of those cameras, I'm going to keep Moment by the O2. Do we still not have enough oxygen in there? My goodness. Really? Oh, I haven't put any power into it because everything is stupid. Alright, we're just going to leave Revocane in the oxygen room to help power it up to top power. Once it back up, but okay, it's slowed down now, so it must be trying to refill the rooms that have got practically nothing in them. Right, you should be good to get back on the helm. There we go. Right. There we are. Right, we've got 50 scrap that we can spend. I'm tempted to start upgrading the shields further. Or... well, no, I think the shields would be the better one to upgrade. I'll upgrade the shields before I upgrade the power, because just by having that extra bip there, it's going to prevent damage to the shield system, since it'll damage that one first, and that doesn't really have any impact on anything. Okay, we're good to jump, I think. And there's a store. Well, damn it all! However, if we're quick, we can probably get back to that store after hitting a couple of these systems. You can detect multiple ships running at maximum power nearby, but you can't see anything through the thick nebula. Get closer. You find a slug cruiser and a rock ship at a standoff, both with weapons armed and ready to fight. You could intervene before this gets out of hand. Well, we could get involved, and we might end up helping them to resolve this conflict, or... no, well... or we could leave them be and maybe clean the body of the loser. What do you guys think? And now the long wait. Damn it, Twitch. Why must you be so delayed? Never mind, I can have a sip of tea while I wait. Okay. Let's hail them and see what's wrong then. The slug captain explains that they upgraded the rock ship reactor, and now the thick boulder heads are refusing to pay for the work done. The rock captain says the slime balls did a poor job that is not worth their agreed upon price. We can pay off the rock debt, demand the rock ship pay the agreed upon price, or have better things to attend to. Well... if we pay the debt, I don't think the slugs are the types of people who would be thankful and then give us something back. And I don't think the rockmen would be particularly happy, because they're trying to make a point that the slug don't deserve that money. So why would they be happy if we paid it? I don't think it's because they lack the money to pay it. I think it's because they don't want it paid. I'm not sure. Lannister always pays his debt. Oh dear. Lannister does many things. Most of them can't be discussed in polite conversation. So what do people think then? 1 or 2? First person to type a number. I shall follow your instruction. Pay them in lasers. Well, oh no! Devil Divine got there first. Okay, we're going to be paying the debt. You pay off the debt. The rock captain still seems annoyed at the slugs getting their undeserved scrap, but at least the situation will remain peaceful. Continue. The slug captain, thankful for your help, offers a reactor upgrade for your ship for a fair price. Well, damn it! Oh, wow. Devil Divine, you suck. That was terrible advice. You're fired as my advisor. I can't accept. You break communications and prepare to move on. We just lost 10 scrap for nothing. That sucks. Okay, well, onward to the store and then back to the exit, I guess. Never trust a Lannister. The Mantis attack ship here looks to have been hunting slugs on their home turf. A rare test of honor for the mightiest Mantis crews. Weapons up. Really? Oh, you fools. You poor, misguided fools. We are going to utterly destroy you. Actually, you've got some fairly high weapons, but we should be able to get the first couple of hits in, and it'll be game over for you at that point. Stop shooting me with awesome weapons. I demand that you shoot me with far less awesome weapons. Okay, we've taken down some of their awesome weapons, taken down more of their awesome weapons, and finally, we have got an increase to our weapon skill for Ran. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 38 scrap. Fantastic. You're 20% faster now with that. Well done. Right, let's get up to the store then. Hello! Well done in your victory over capture. When it comes to slugs, no news is not necessarily good news. However, if they are watching, they don't seem to want to confront you. Very well. Onwards to being able to sell the weapons that I've got. You cautiously approach a slug colony on a huge asteroid. It's a brave person who sets foot on a slug planet, or asteroid. It can take weeks to get the mucus out of your clothes, but there's business to be done. Right, first, let's have a look at what you've got. Got a pike beam or another flak. We don't want that. Nathan, Mullet, and Magmaros. Alright. Now, reverse ion field. Protects your ship from ion damage, giving a 50% chance to negate it entirely. Fire suppression automatically puts out fires throughout the ship. Ooh. That is almost good enough, honestly. Yeah, that is good enough. I'll take fire suppression. And then fix up some of the damage. It's a shame we couldn't get a new crewman, but we've got enough crewmen at this point. And slugs are not the best ones for what we want. But that fire suppression system is going to come in very, very handy, I think. Right, let us continue on then. We need to make very quick progress down to the exit, or we're going to get caught. And jump again. Two flat cannons and a Vulcan. Yeah, I could have, but no. I don't think that would have helped necessarily. That would have... because I could get the hull beam instead. Oh my god, 3 shields. Direct attacks are not preferred by the slugs, but of the 3 you see at this beacon, 1 has the brass to make a move on your position. Okay. This is possibly going to be a little bit hard. I think we're going to need the Vulcan cannon working on their shields as well, to begin with. Also, can I please power... oh, I can't power that up, never mind. Okay, we're doing some damage to their shields already, good. This is going to hurt. Ow. Damn it. How are you doing? Ran is doing okay. Keep firing. I'm glad the Vulcan cannon was the one that stayed up. Is it still up? Yes, it is still up. Barely, but it is. No, it's still down. But that is so lucky because that almost went down. We are starting to overcome their shields now. Fantastic. Bring the flak black online. Go for their weapon systems now. Yeah, there's nothing they can do. Not against that cannon now it's fully charged. This fight is ours! Okay, you have bested us. Will you accept what is in our stores in exchange for our lives? I'm not sure that it'll be worth it, really. But I leave it up to you guys. 1 or 2. Do we let them live? Are we merciful? Or do we not accept their surrender and destroy them utterly? Honestly, we've already shot. So even if we don't accept their surrender, they're still going to get blown up. So we could let them live. I'm not sure if we'll still get the scrap, but, you know. Will not accept their surrender. 2 it is. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 1 fuel, 1 drone part, and 27 scrap. Very well. Now, I think a couple of people need to go to the med bay. And everyone is now healed. Okay, back to your positions. Oh, you haven't been set yet. No. Get back there. Damn it. I need to resave. There we go. Alright, onwards and upwards. We could go to another store. I'm not sure if we'd have enough time to get back to the exit if we did that. So we're going to go to this one and then back to the exit. Okay. Oh, damn it. A slug passenger ship hails. Please, your worthy alien highness. We are unarmed and seeking asylum. You approach cautiously, and weapons immediately spring from their hull. Oh, you tricksters! Last time we cautiously approach you. I assure you. Right, I would like you down in the weapons room, just in case. To help keep that up. Let's try and get through this if we can. Damn, they're super fast weapons, though. Ooh, who just leveled up? Ooh, fantastic. Our evasion is now 32%. Well done, Mech Unicorn. Oh, we've hit their O2. That should give them pause for thought. We really need that Vulcan cannon charged up, though, if we're going to get through this. And there we go. On request. Ow. Keep the shield down. Bring Flak back online. Go for their weapons. Again, the stores or surrender. Worked out well for us to just not accept their surrender last time. Again for you guys. Two once again. $29 scrap. There we go. This time, though, we do actually have quite a few people who need to get to the med bay. Alright, you are going to be getting back down there and helping. Everyone, return to your stations, and then you disregard that order and go back to the web. No, actually, no, go to O2. I don't know if I'm going to be up against another alien like that for a while. Alright, we are good to go, I feel. Let's charge that up, though. And to the exit we go. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within the nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. And that's it. Okay, well, let's see where we're going now. We're going to the Mantis homeworld. Now, I don't know what the quest is to get the Mantis ship, but I'm hoping that we can get it. And hello, Slaxer.